Hi, this is Gary with MacMost.com. In this episode I'm going to show you how to create a slideshow using the Clips app on your iPhone. MacMost is brought to you thanks to a great group of supporters. Go to MacMost.com/Patreon. There you could read more about it, join us, and get exclusive content. So if you don't already have the Clips app, go to the App Store on your iPhone and get it. It's an app from Apple and it's free. So one interesting way to use the Clips app is to simply make a video slideshow from your photos. So to demonstrate, I'm going to go into the Clips app here. I'm going to switch from camera mode to library mode. And I'm going to go into my albums here. Now you can look through your entire photos library any way that you want. I've just dived right here into an album that's got some photos I want to use. So to start I'm going to select one photo here that I want to start the slideshow off with. So I'm just going to tap it and it'll bring it into Clips. Now to add it to the slideshow, what I need to do is use that big pink button there to record. That will record for any amount of time I want, just showing that photo. It's also going to record the microphone, but if I don't say anything it won't actually keep anything. It will just assume that I wanted silence. So now I can see a timeline at the bottom and it only has this one photo in it. I've recorded for 5 seconds and I've put this photo into my slideshow for 5 seconds. I can now add a second photo. I'll tap Library again and I'll go and tap the second photo there, bring that in, and I'm going to use the big record button to record that for 5 seconds. So now I've got 2 photos there at the bottom and I have a 10-second long slideshow. Now I don't have to be silent when I'm recording. I can actually speak and narrate what I'm seeing. So let me go into Library here, choose a third photo, and then I'm going to record but I'm going to speak. I love the canals in Venice. This is one of my favorite shots. And now when I play the slideshow the first 2 will be silent but the third one will actually have my voice saying that. Now you can also speak to add a caption on the screen. So let's choose a fourth photo here. I'm going to choose the captions button, which is that little speech bubble to the left. Then I get to choose a type of caption to add. So I've got all these different kinds and it will show me what they look like on the screen. So let's just go to the first one here. And I'm going to then hit the X button to exit from that. And when I speak this time over this photo it's actually going to put that as text on the screen. I love the canals in Venice. Now it didn't get it quite right. But that's okay because I could edit it. So let's go into editing now. So you can see at the bottom I've got the timeline there and I could actually hit the play button to play back the slideshow. You can see it show the first one and then it's going to switch to the second one and I can let it play the entire thing out. I'll tap the screen and then tap done. Now if I actually tap on one of the photos in the timeline there at the bottom, like the last one, I actually get to select it and I can see some things about it. So notice one of the things I've got there is a mute button. Now it shows I can mute this one. I could turn the sound on or off. And I could do it for this one here too. This is the one that I spoke over. The first 2 though, because I was pretty silent when I recorded them, it's already on mute. It assumes there's no audio it's supposed to keep on those. Now I can also trim. So say if I didn't want the first one to be quite as long, I can hit the trim button and then you can see I can make it a longer clip or shorter clip. And I get it to exactly where I want and I hit apply. And now that's going to be that amount of time. So you can customize the amount of time. I didn't have to record for 5 seconds. I could have recorded for 1 second and then hit trim and then extended it to what I wanted to. Now notice when I select the last one it shows live titles there as an option. It wasn't selected on the first 2 because there's no audio. On the third one it is. I've recorded audio but I didn't actually select a title. So nothing's going to show. But in the last one I'm going to get the live titles there. I can tap and you could see there's the text of what I said. So now I can actually tap in there and edit the text. So I can correct the mistake and maybe even add something. You don't want to change it completely because the audio is still going to be shown. So if I change the text there what I'm saying wouldn't match what the text was. I can also edit the style here so I can go and choose another way for the text to appear or I can choose none to just have the audio there but no text. Likewise, I can go to this third one here, and I didn't have any live text, so you can see it set to none. But now I can actually select it there and it will actually be that text. So here is the text that I spoke there. Now there's more that you can do as well. I can take this second one here and I can go to effects and I can choose another effect, like say make it into a watercolor. You can do that while recording too. So I'll hit done here and you can see I can apply an effect like a filter to the photo that's there before I record. I could also add more things, like I could add text, a different type of text. So there's two ways to add captions. So I could add text, say, to the very first one. Then I could tap off of it and then drag the text around the screen to where I want. I could do other things like add stickers or emoji as well. Now I still haven't recorded this photo, so it doesn't exist in the timeline, but I'll do that now. So that's now the last one there. And I could still go into effects and then text, and I can edit this text by tapping on it. I can delete it. I can change it, do all sorts of different things. I can also select one of these and hit the delete button if I wanted to just get rid of it completely. So you can see there's a ton of different things you can do to build your slideshow. You can even tap and drag the photos around to change the order that they're in. One last thing you may want to do is tap the music button there at the top and you could select from soundtracks and select a piece of music that you want. You could also go to My Music to select something from your music library, and that will apply to the entire slideshow. So you use that play button to preview the entire thing. You can also tap on a photo to enter the timeline edit mode there where I can move things around, and if I tap a specific one and I do the preview, it'll play from that point on. Now to share it, all you need to do is hit the share button at the bottom right. And here you could send it via messages, email, Facebook, all sorts of other different ways. You also can go and just tap save video and it will save the video to your Photos app. So then you can go and share it from there. Notice there's a projects button at the top left corner. You tap that and it will show this current project and you can create a new one. So if you're done with this, you can create new and create a new one. Otherwise it's going to remain with this project open where you can continue to edit it. So as you can see, there's a lot you can do with this. If you play around with it and create a couple sample slideshows, you get the hang of it, and then you'll be able to create quick slideshows while you're on the go from pictures that you just took. Sometimes it's more compelling to upload a short video slideshow than it is to send some individual photos. I publish new tutorials every weekday. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Then hit the little bell icon to get notifications for each new tutorial.